Hello and welcome back to Jasmine's Journey. I'm Jasmine the Journeylist and I'm here with the Rosebud brand, where it's my mission to provide you with the motivation you need to always move forward in your journey, never back. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm here to tell you my story. Yes! What is my story? Why are you here? How does my channel bring value to you, and why should you stay? Yes, why should you join the journey? So I'm an Air Force veteran. I joined the military straight out of high school, November 2014. I graduated in May 2014. And I was discharged in May of 2018. Now, while I was in the military, I was a paralegal. So, like, you know how they say the military is like the 1%? Okay, so think of a paralegal being the 1% of the 1%, okay? Very much exclusive. I mean, no, seriously though. So, a paralegal is someone who works under a judge, advocate general. So think in the civilian world as an attorney. Someone who practices law, someone who, is in front of the judge or does civil law, things like that. I work directly under them, and we basically do things such as military justice, Article 15s, courts martials. We work with civil law, so wills and power of attorneys, notaries for, people who are deploying, divorce paperwork, things like that. We do environmental law, we do international law, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on, right? And while I was in, I recognized that I really didn't fully comprehend what it is that I made a commitment to. And when I say that, I mean, I gave up my freedom. I gave up my ability to be an individual and express my individuality. I gave up just my freedom of choice, my ability to make decisions for myself. And, for some people, that may not be of value to them, which I completely understand. If you can't relate to it, great. However, for me, I value that. People think that when you're in the military, all that matters, oh, you're taken care of, you got money, and you this, and you that, and you this, and you that. And it's like, okay, yes, I know I'm serving my country, but how's my country serving me? How is my country bringing value to me? And again, this is not a bashing session, because, I genuinely appreciate how it aligned me and set me up for success in, what I felt like God had for me. However, being in really made me establish and define who I was, what it is that I desire for myself, and what it is that I did not desire for myself. And I know while I was in, I prayed to God, I meditated, and I felt as though it was not in my heart's desire to continue being in the military. Because, like I said, I just felt as though God had other plans for me and has other plans for me. And so, if I'm being completely honest with you, I felt as though when I began to voice my desire to exit is when the railroading in the career field began. And at the time, it genuinely took such a toll on my spirit. I'm praying to God, I'm like, God, just what is going on? Like, I feel so betrayed by the people I'm working with. I feel heartbroken. I committed 3.5 years of my life, wholeheartedly to what I felt like was serving something greater than myself. However, what I recognize is that God made me, and there's nothing greater than God. And so I felt as though, as difficult as it was, and how challenging, it made me feel, I had to accept that it was time for me to exit. Although I did want to leave, I felt as though under the circumstances in which I was removed were just very ill-intentioned and very diabolical. However, no weapons formed against me shall prosper, ever. And while I was out, I went through a period where I was conflicted. And I know that I had prayed to God for what I felt like God had for me, but it definitely made me have to deepen my relationship with myself on a spiritual level to really understand the blessings that God had for me and had set forth for me as well. So while being out, I felt extremely called to fast. And I specifically remember this fast because it was the first fast I've ever done in my life. I did 3 days water and, all water. And within that time, I just really connected with my highest self. I connected with my spirit. I let go of the flesh. I let go of what I thought I had to have or had to be a part of or even was, because it began to become very clear to me that the reality as it was very unbecoming of who I am. And it was honestly the turning point of Jasmine's journey in its entirety. So after I was discharged and after doing my fast, I left where I was and I ended up moving to California. And I moved to California because I felt called to do so. I didn't know anyone in California. I just knew that that's where I felt like God was desiring me to be. And so going out there, I went in 2019. I was out there for about 3 months and then I was able to get my own spot. I was actually sharing a room up until that point, and then, like I said, I just stayed focused, stayed down, and stayed prayed up. And I feel like God definitely delivered on His promises. And while I was out in California, I felt very inclined to rebrand my business, because when I initially began my business, probably about 6 months after I got discharged, I began it, and it started as a hair extension company. And like I said, just being involved with things that were unbecoming of who I was made me realize that a lot of the things that I was connected to did not serve me and I was not passionate about. And when I moved to California and just really embracing who I was authentically, I really have a love for motivation and motivating people as an entirety, as a collective, motivating myself, empowering myself, and just really enlightening myself to what is out there for me and staying in alignment with what God has for me. So in doing so, I listened to what I felt like God was guiding me to do, and I started the Rosebud brand, where the motto is always move forward, never back, because there's shit back there for you anyway. There's nothing back there for you, so you have to move forward. So initially it began as a t-shirt company, because my main intention was to really just get the message out there to move forward in your journey. And just as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, if you are on the journey with me, welcome, brethren, welcome. You know what it's like being on this journey, really understanding who it is that you want to embody and show the world, and how it is that you want to present yourself to the world. And in just this journey, I really understand that I'm here for the collective. This is my position, the one and only, the Journey Liz. I'm here for motivation, encouragement, empowerment, enlightenment. I'm here. This is what God made me for. And I felt just very inclined to do it through clothing this time. You know, I feel as though I'm really understanding how to express myself, really not just sit in pain. When you are feeling pain and you're feeling stress and you're feeling anxiety, and then that leads to depression, and then you're drinking, and then you are on a daily basis choosing to reside in that vibration. And just throughout my journey, I've recognized just how powerful, you know, your habits are, because your habits are what define, you know, your actions, and your actions are what define your vibration. What you choose to think about, what you choose to embody, how you choose to show up, the choices you make, how you choose, you know, just, I'll get to that later videos, but you feel me, okay? Those who feel me, feel me. Those who it resonates with, it resonates with. All right, that's all I gotta say. So, like I said, started with t-shirts, and while I was out there in California, guys, the possibilities are endless. And then with God, nothing is impossible, okay? Being out there, I was able to open my world up to exactly what it is that I was feeling, you know, back when I was in the military. Just a whole new world of being able to express myself creatively, being able to be an individual, being able to be authentic, voice my opinion, voice my thoughts, be who I am on a soul level, and not feel like I have to conform who I am. That's not who I am. I'm not meant to conform. That's not who I am. Stop trying to pressure me to talk like this, and to walk like this, and to go this way, and to go that way, and you need to smile all the time, and you need to, it's like, I don't want to be you. And what God has for me, you've never seen before. And that's why it's one of one. That's why I'm one of one. Yes, I am. And I know that, and I know I'm chosen. And I know that I got purpose. Oh, stop. Working on some other things creatively, and it's taking me in my poetic bag or whatever, you know? So, anyway, so, you know, now, since moving from California, so mind you, I went to California 2019. In 2020, I started my brand, but then also in 2020, you know, that's when COVID happened, and then that's when it just was like, okay, I need to kind of put a pause on this and understand how it is that I want to develop my brand and how I want my brand to evolve with who I am. And over the course of time, I had 2 beautiful baby boys. They're my world. I got married, love my man, yes I do. But that's not about my brand, okay? So let's get back focused. But like I said, everything that really was of value to me, I was able to gain back and more. I feel renewed and restored. And I left California in 2021, and I ended up moving to Texas. And I reside in the greater Houston area, on the outskirts. I don't want to say the exact location because, you know, stalkers or whatever. But I'm here, and I'm here to really leave a lasting impression, okay? I really feel connected to myself. I feel like I'm really understanding who I am, and I'm really able to embody that. And it doesn't feel like I can only do it on the weekends, or that I have to wear my hair this way, or that I can't speak this way. No, I define that. I listen to God. And I hear what's being said. Matter of fact, I just got done with a fruit fast that led me to do this. If you have not fasted yet, listen, again, that's another topic for a different video. But if you have not fasted, guys, I greatly recommend it. It really provides so much clarity to your mind, body, and spirit. People don't understand the value. That's what I'm saying. It's like people I see are driven by the flesh, not interested in the flesh. So because I know a lot of people talk from the flesh and I'm operating in spirit, a lot of what you're gonna say is gonna go over my head. I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to, if you tell me, well, you should do this, I don't have to listen. It's great that you have an opinion. I'm happy for you. But just because you feel like that's right, just because you feel like that's what I should do, that's because you would prefer I do things or speak, it doesn't mean that I have to. And that's what I love about my reality right now. That's what I'm so grateful for. I feel so blessed. Like, where I am on my journey, I thank God every single day. Because I'm happy on a spiritual level. I feel joy on a spiritual level. And I know that what God brought me out of was meant for me specifically, because God knew that that's what I could handle. God knew that that's what would, in a sense, force me to embody the traits that have always been in me, but I used to feel were too much, that I had to suppress myself. I had to dim my light, or what the fuck ever they say. Like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you to tell somebody that they gotta dim their light? Who are you to judge me? Who are you? Who are you? Cause you're definitely not a child of God. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm recognizing that, I don't want a fucking job. Are you kidding me? What's your dream job? Who wants to work? No. If I can do things that I'm passionate about and they bring in income, that's what I'm gonna do. People are so limited by what they think, the routes that they have to take. No, I'm here to pave a new way, sweetheart. I'm here to do things the way that I feel like God inclined me to do. I don't need your approval. I don't need your validation. I don't need your acceptance, because I'm not here for you. I have a greater purpose than that. Thanks. Like, people, this is what, this is like, this is why I thank God on a daily basis, because I'm free. And I'm from Mississippi. I'm from Cleveland, Mississippi. It's damn near sundown town, okay? So money does not move me. I don't care about, people will be so happy. I'm getting out of the hood. I'm getting that. What? Money does not, it's not like the end all be all for me. I'm not sitting here chasing money. I'm chasing spiritual enlightenment. I'm passionate about diving deeper into my highest self, embodying that, showing the world me in my entirety. Because I recognize that in this society, when people operate in their light, people in the dark would rather you come, it's too light over there, come back over here. Why are you doing that? Come back over here. Shut the fuck up talking to me. People be like, why are you so, like, I'm so nice, but when you like try to speak things over other people or over other people's journey, or people just speak death, and it's like, okay, you can die by yourself. Okay, like, I don't care. I'm not interested. I don't want to be part of the conversation. I don't want to be in the vicinity. I'm not interested. I don't care. I don't have to agree with you. I'm an individual for a reason. God gave me my own brain. God gave me my own relationship with God for the purpose that I'm listening to God and God only. I have so much tunnel vision right now. Like, please, I have a phone, y'all. Like, I got a phone, and I promise you, anybody that knows me know, like, you might hear from me 2 days from now. I have bigger fish to fry. Like, do you really think I'm sitting here like, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not motivated by things of this world. I'm not. I'm motivated by things that I feel like God's put in my heart to do. The things that come from that, the blessings that I receive from that, those are just bonuses. But I'm not here for you. And that's what I had to realize. That's when I was able to like put on my big girl panties and be like, do you know who I am? Look at yourself in the mirror, Jasmine. This is what people need to do. Look at yourself in the mirror, right? And be like, what is it that I want for me? Who am I? What am I not? Because everything that's unbecoming of me has to go. And you can't be scared. You can't be frightened. You have to literally have fearless faith when you are moving in alignment with what God has for you. I don't care what people think of me. I don't. I'm not being mean. I'm not harming you. I'm not touching you. Because guess what? That's not my intention. I'm not here. My intention is to move in alignment with God. That's the relationship that I have established with God. That is what I feel and have always felt in my spirit. I'm not here for y'all. It is so easy for me to just like, all right, well, you're not on my journey anymore. Well, you're not on my journey anymore. Not even in a rude way. Let's just politely remove ourselves from each other's journey because I need to stay focused and I love being focused. I realized how unfocused I was looking back on it, and that's what keeps you distracted. Like, we in a world that's meant to distract you. And I'm not in the business of being distracted. I'm not interested in it. Never have been, never will be, to be honest. Capricorn rising. Big cap energy, okay? Well, I'm an Aquarius, but you know, they're both in the first house, so my astrology girls know about it. Anyways, focus women taste better. Like, that's enough. Guys, just join the journey, all right? I ain't trying to talk your head off, but I just want to say that your discharge does not have to defeat you. Your discharge does not have to defeat you. It only defeats you when you allow it. You can only feel limited by it when you allow it. These people have no control over you. They have no control over what God has for you. These people have no control over what God has for you. And that's what you need to move in alignment with. That's what you need to have faith in. That's what you need to always move forward and never back in. All right. I said my piece. I said what needed to be stated, okay? Anyway, like I said, I'm here because it's my mission to motivate you to always move forward in your journey, never back. Please stay tuned, everyone, and join the journey for more. Until next time.